I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your bullish bit brought to you by Coinmiles.io, the best place to earn Bitcoin rewards when you spend your filthy fiat online. If you're not using it, you are leaving sats on the table, shop online, or get gift cards for all your favorite vendors, including retail, travel, apparel, home supplies, groceries, and more. Hit the link below and earn 25,000 sats just for signing up.
I worry about, and I'd love to go to Harry after this because he can tell me if this is overly conspiratorial or if this is a practical reality or something that we should be concerned about. Is I worry about an era where 5 million, let's say 2.5 to 5 million Bitcoin end up in US public markets, and because of that you basically have the ESG style playbook, but it's played out on North American Bitcoin miners, and you get something like a NATO sanctioned mining pool that you have to shoot your hash at if you're a North American miner. On the back of that, you have clean block OFAC compliant mining, and that's an attempted, co-option and control of Bitcoin. At the same time, you have rehypothecation in order to suppress the price. That's something I'm worried about. And holistically, even if you escape to your beautiful Bitcoin pocket in the woods, you're still going to be suffering from the deleterious effects of that many Bitcoin being that heavily controlled by that many powerful elites.
I'm going to shamelessly steal a line from our mutual friend, Rob Hamilton, the co-founder and CEO of AnchorWatch, and just say that like the cryptography is somewhere between 80 and 100 years ahead of the law. And so the legal frameworks that we deal with are not equipped to react to the cryptographic and technological reality that we're living under today. And so there's a mismatch. And anytime there's a mismatch, it's important to keep in mind where the mismatch is leading and where the mismatch is lagging. Great. So now there's an OFAC compliant methodology. Whatever methodology they try to introduce is not effective, right? It's not immune from dust attacks. It's not immune from offshore mining pools. How the blockchain today includes UTXOs that sit on OFAC restricted addresses. So is every new block, compliant with these illicit transactions? Is downloading and running a full node out of compliance with these historical transactions? Like we're carrying a ledger right now, in all of our homes, fingers crossed, that is validating blocks that builds on a chain tip that's already done the bad thing, allegedly. So, the technical reality, doesn't match the way that these laws and these restrictions are typically implemented. And so I think there's going to be like a practical, practical gap that just Bitcoin's going to be able to route. I don't even think it's routing around. I don't think there's anything to route around. We're just going to go through because the tooling that we have and are working with, just like you can't attack it that way in a coherent, form or fashion, unless you were going to go with try to outlaw the whole thing. And we've seen how that worked in China and elsewhere historically. That's not a functional approach either. So I'm very, bullish on Bitcoin's ability to be, moisturized and unbothered. And I'm very bearish on these types of regulatory environments to restrict the functioning of this environment